Welcome back to the channel. I'm continuing doing the Barrel War. Yeah, when typing in the numbers for 3, 2, 1, it lagged and put 1 on top. I had typed 3, 2, 1, and I guess it counted the 1 first, then the 3, then the 2. I don't know what happened there. Yeah. Now we do have this new scene today, and honestly, you'll be introduced probably to maybe a few new characters today, as well as this is the rescue mission. So, little heads up. The plan is to rescue Howling Melody from his prison. That's the plan for today's live stream. For the Barrel War. And I've been working on this, and I may also do a what if later after this, depending on how long this takes. You never know how long things can take. Now, if you have suggestions for possible scenarios for future parts of the Barrel War, comment down and I'll read. And who knows, maybe your idea may be chosen to take part in the Barrel War. Now, before we get into this, I will be working on probably a lot more old stuff, bringing it to the channel. And I think I'll be doing a Garden of Banban Part 1 soon. Yeah, I'm going to do Garden of Banban Part 1 soon. The very first game, I believe. I'll beat that. Maybe a live stream, maybe a 10-20 minute video. Probably a 10-20 minute video. Any questions before I get right into the Barrel War? Oh, I didn't know how long, or how long the game is for Garden of Banban. But if Garden of Banban does well on my channel, I'll try to play the second version of it as soon as possible. Well, if we got no questions, I say let's get started to this. Oh, we barely escaped from Santai's past. I mean, it was close, but we managed to get her off our trail. Yes, thank you for driving, Green Kenobi. No problem. After all, I have to drive us someplace, and we need out of there. A word on how Howling Melody's doing. We lost contact with him. Yeah, I don't know. Did y'all hear about Empowered Gaming? No, I haven't heard of him. As someone climbs over the rocks, is someone talking about me? Empowered Gaming, you made out. Of course. You think I was going to get defeated within the own facility? Of course, I had an escape plan, and Captain Inkwell kind of tried to squish me off rocks. So, contingency plans. Of course. Contingency plans are always a good thing, I say. Well, it's good y'all made out. Where's Howling Melody? He was unlucky enough to get captured. He got captured? That's terrible news. We should free him right away. That will have to wait. As Empowered Gaming looks at 2 guards. You 2 guard the outside. Why don't y'all come in? We need to chat. This will only take a moment. As you wish. As they make their way inside. Ah. Oh well. Cozier than the last place. Yes, yes. So, he was captured by Captain Inkwell and Funtime. The newest member, I believe, in the top ranks of the barrels in this barrel war. I'm currently working on troops, movement, and everything, but with this current attack, we have no available troops that are currently not either in battle or maintaining their positions. If we're going to rescue Howling Melody, it's going to be the four of us, most likely. Are you saying our troops are that far divided? Unfortunately, yes. Because I'd cut and eliminate all information data before Captain Inkwell could get it from our last location, which also caused several communication issues and technology issues, unfortunately. Nothing I could really do there. Well, at least the information didn't get in the hands of our enemy. You're right. Ah, yes. That's very good. Now, if you excuse me, can I talk with King Kenobi? I don't see why not. What do you need to talk to me about? Okay, a while back, I had found and gotten some information. I was hesitant to tell you, but they're after you in particular. Yes, I know they're after me. They've been after me since the start of this war. Yes, they're after you. But they're after you for a certain reason. What is it? You had these powers and abilities of ink, right? Yeah, so what? I'm not sure what they're planning, but they plan to use you for some sort of weapon or something. I don't know. It could be experiment or it could be something. I don't know. I learned this information. I had snuck it in, and I didn't plan to tell anyone about this. But I thought since it concerned you, I'd let you know. Thank you for telling me this information. Do not tell the others about this. You sure? Yes, I'm positive. Listen, Jacob Bonnie. We are going to rescue Howling Melody. We're going to have to take a sub, most likely, aren't we? No, you know we're going to have to take a sub. Well, I guess we better prepare as many troops as we can. Wait, it's just going to be the four of us, I forgot. Hey, don't put yourself down. If it's just going to be the four of us, we can take it on. Yeah, but one of us is going to have to stay inside the ship, or the sub we're going in. I don't really know what's the method Empowered Gaming has planned. I know, he had taken on Captain Inkwell. Also, I heard there was a collapse. Wonder what that was about. Who knows? But anyway, is there anything else you got? The one assigned to capture you, though. It was sanitized past, but I think they're transferring the order over to Captain Inkwell. I'm not sure or certain on this. It could just be a rumor. Okay. Well, let's go catch up with the others. As King and Empowered Gaming were talking. So you were fighting with Captain Inkwell, sir. Or Empowered Gaming. A soldier's gotta do what they gotta do, you know. I completely understand, King. After all, you'd been fighting on the sea for a while? Yeah, Captain Inkwell. Ever since he went missing, I was always on the edge. He's sneaky. He knows how to get information. He's smart as well. Can't underestimate him. That is true. I fought him in battle. He dropped the ceiling on me. He dropped the what? Yes, he dropped the ceiling on me. How? This armor's not just for show, King. Okay, fair point. So, you said you destroyed the information. How did you destroy the command center, really, with all the information? I simply threw my sword and electrified it. You fried the entire system by throwing a sword into the main control panel. Yes. I didn't even know that was possible, but I guess it is. Well, it's at least something we could have done. I need to prevent him from getting the information, of course. That was a smart and quick play. I agree on that. Well, I do say this, though. We'll be having our revenge as soon as we take Howling Melody back. We'll regroup, we'll gather as much forces. We'll need to do a counterattack. You're right. As then, Green Kenobi and Jack O'Bonnie enter the room. So what are you guys talking about? Oh, we were just discussing about some things that happened during the attack. Alright, so, I do have to ask, how are we going to free him? Well, first, let me show you what we're dealing with. As he pulls up a hologram projector. This is the prison, guarded by 3 barrel destroyers. They're Navy. It's heavily guarded, these 3 ships, several barrels on them, as well as firepower, enough to destroy any ship that comes in contact with it. Their prison ship is currently blocked off. The only way is really to get in is by a boarding or helicopter. But I have found one weakness within the design of this prison. There's an underwater disposal area. Really not used, and I managed to luckily get the structure of the bottom layer of this prison by luck. Just to find an opening somewhere. Anything else I couldn't grab, or else I would have been discovered. So, I was just lucky enough to find this information. So, I planned that we use a submarine to go under and board from below. An underwater expedition, and we'll make our way through the bottom of the ship to Howling Melody's cell. That's the plan? Yes. But I'll discuss more when we're in the sub. Very well. But I've got one question before we go. Yes. Who's in charge of the prison? They're not going to leave him alone. They're going to expect something. For instance, they knew we were coming. They sent 3 destroyers. We don't have the force to counteract that amount of firepower. That's right. This is why this is going to be a stealth mission. The chances of us escaping if discovered are pretty much slim. Not impossible, but slim. Well, that's good to know. And also, the one running the prison is Funtime. Funtime Foxy? Yes, Funtime Foxy. He's running the prison, he's put in charge. Captain Inkwell was called away. We got lucky. If he wasn't called off, we would have to deal with probably double the amount of security. As Captain Inkwell usually has a lot of troops with him. He's a strategist. Also very good in combat. Well, anyway, let's head to the sub. As they move on and they head over to the sub, as they get in the submarine. Oh, seems like we're all here. Seems like we're all here. Okay. So, now that we're in, we'll be going straightly beneath it, entering through the hole. His prison cell could be anywhere within the area. He could be on the top floor, he could be on the middle floor, he could be at the bottom. There's no telling where his cell is located. We need to make our way to the control room to make sure no disturbance, no force, no alarm is triggered. They're going to have quite a bit tight security. We could try something of like a drill break, but that may alert the guards and they may start boarding the ship. That is true, we don't want that. What should we do? I don't know. Everything's gonna be a bit hazy from here on. Well, I believe... Oh, also one more thing. Sorry, Jack, but I need to finish this. One of us is gonna have to stay in the sub. Why is that? One, make sure we're not compromised and we have a getaway vehicle as soon as possible. Well, I guess I can stay in the ship. Well, thanks, Jack. It looks like me, Kenobi, and King, we're going in. Well, better grab quite a few supplies after all. We're going in, what? Stealthy, right? Yep, stealthy as possible. As they've drilled a hole through the bottom. As the first to come out was King with his gun. Coast clear. He signals Green Kenobi and Empowered Gaming to come up. Okay, we're lucky there's no security cameras on this hall. Yes, but we still have to be wary about by other security cameras and guards. As we hear chattering coming down the hall. To the walls. As they move to the walls, as two guards are talking. You hear about that new prisoner? Howling Melody? Yeah, what about him? Apparently Captain Inkwell and Funtime went to go talk to him. I'm not sure what about, but it's all above my pay grade. It's some Barrow warriors nearby. Well, anyway, do you know where his cell's at? No, unfortunately, us low-paying guards don't really get that much information. Ah, man. Who's assigned and guarding him? Funtime was instructed to make sure he doesn't escape, so he's been put in charge of the prison. Although, he's mostly focused on the outer areas of the prison, calling in, 3 destroyers to guard it? There was already one guarding this place. Yes, but didn't one leave with Captain Inkwell? Yes, one did leave. That leaves us with 3. Wow. Well, I doubt anyone's gonna try to break him out. It's gonna be practically impossible with those 3 destroyers. Yeah, you're right. As both of them turn a corner, as myself, is sitting right at the door, holding a pipe, swinging it around. Come on, turn that corner. As soon as they turn the corner, I thrust that pipe, hitting both of them square in the face, sending them back to a wall. Bullseye. As Empowered Gaming and King look, well, they're gonna be out for probably with the amount of force you put in that hit, I'd say about a couple hours, maybe a day. Hey, at least we won't have to worry about them setting off the alarm. That's right. Also, don't kill them. That may arouse suspicion. After all, they'll probably find the bodies anyway. Yeah, you're right. As we start moving throughout the halls, further in. Well, we do know some information from those guards that they spilled. And what is that? That he's not on the lower floors, like where the main, really not the light security is. So he's probably getting kept where there's more security. You're probably right. Hey, Empowered Gaming, Green Kenobi. I think this is where we're gonna have to split up here, as they're at a corner section where it goes into several paths. Yeah, why you say that? Because, 1, I'm gonna try to find that security room, shut down the cameras, so the alarm doesn't go off. Alright, be careful. Funtime's around here somewhere. Yeah, you're right. Well, let's go. As King splits off from the group. It's just you and me now. Let's go find Howling Melody's cell. As we're scrolling through, we're spotted by a barrel guard who pulls out his pistol. As Empowered Gaming just kicks a pipe from the ground. and just hits him square in the face, and he does a backwards flip, landing directly on his head, causing him to fall unconscious. I've got a question for you, Empowered Gaming. What is it? Why is that armor so big? You stick out like a sore thumb. It's just something I choose to wear. Alright. Well, anyway. Let's see if I can get some information off his radio. As he turns on the radio. Yeah, the security team 5. Howling Melody is currently being located or planning to be transferred within a day. Where are they transferring him to? Not sure. They said they were transferring him to somewhere secluded. Don't know when though. They only said about a day or two. Thanks for the report. How's security on his section? Oh yeah, security has been increased in Sector 2. In the back of the ship. Thank you, sir. I'll make sure to go down there. Yeah, they still don't know how to recognize voices. To be fair, though, there's probably about, 500 people on this ship. It's gonna be hard to recognize someone's voice. Gotta agree with you there. Well, anyway, let's get going. As both of them leave, as we go to King. Alright. Now, where's the security room? As he's walking down the hall, and he sees a couple guards passing by. As then he looks over right across from where he's looking, and the security room's right in front of him. As he just blinks his eyes. Am I hallucinating? As he just rubs his eyes. I've been looking for the security room, and it's right in front of me. Why would they have it here in the middle of the ship? That's a stupid idea. Anyway, there's no time to argue about it, as he slowly opens the door just to see 2 barrel guards. There's no action around here. I wish I could get promoted to the front lines, where our men are fighting bravely out there. Hey, we still have to guard some of the most hard prisoners in this war here. We have a job, you know, even if it's not on the front lines. Yeah, but I'd like to see some action. You want to see some action? As both of them turn around as King uses his silenced pistol to take them both out. As he throws the one that he killed in the chair out. Alright. As he starts disabling the alarm. Okay, just a few more minutes and I can disable that alarm. As we go over to Howling Melody's cell. As Green Kenobi and Empowered Gaming have arrived. Oh, Howling Melody, you're here. Where are the guards? Oh, simply, they're all over there. As we just see Empowered Gaming clapping his hands together as there's a pile of unconscious guards. You didn't kill them? Of course not, without set off the alarm. Okay, touche. Anyway, let's go. As Green Kenobi unlocks his cell. As Howling Melody just punches him in the face. As he goes on the floor. What was that for? That was for letting me get caught. Okay, understandable. As he punches me again. That is for me losing my helicopter. Alright. I also deserve that. As then he just kicks me in the stomach. And that is just because I wanted to. Okay. I think that's enough. As then someone enters. I do believe that is enough. As it happens to be fun time. Fun time. Yes, yes. If it isn't Empowered Gaming and Green Kenobi. Oh, and Howling Melody, you're also out of your cell. Well, I guess there's no other reason. as several more guards approach behind him. You're going down. You're all under arrest. As then we just hear unlocking of doors. As every cell within the area just unlocks. Oh yeah, Green Kenobi and everyone else. You have exactly 5 minutes to make it to the bottom of the ship. We will not hesitate to leave you behind. As then a whole prison riot happens. All the guards or prisoners that were in their cells start rushing the barrel guards, surrounding Funtime Foxy and his troops. You gotta be kidding me. As Funtime Foxy and all of them starts fighting, as Howling Melody, Green Kenobi, and Empowered Gaming make their way over to the bottom. As we go back to, King, who's looking on the outside security cameras. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. As this is what King sees. 3 burning destroyer ships. How did that happen? Who destroyed the... As we go to the few guards that are on the roof, how did 3 S-class destroyer ships of the barrels get destroyed? As then we go to one in particular, and someone on top. Oh yeah, they stood no chance. I mean, they really should have better security on these things. Like, honestly, just had to do the spoilers, destroy the what was it? Oh yeah, the gasoline, had to blow it, ignite it. Oh wait, what was that? Oh yes, also poured some gasoline around the ship, took out every guard, and etc. etc. Honestly, they're lacking in security nowadays with the barrels. Or they may just be in other locations. Well, as then a phone call rings. Wonder who this can be. As he picks it up, I wonder what's on. Hello? Oh yes. Fred, it's good to see you. Oh, I know who you are. No need to discuss names. This call may be hacked. Alright. I better get my money for this. Don't worry, you'll get your money in time, Fred. Now understand, I thank you for doing the job. I don't want this war to end too quickly now, do I? Of course not. After all, I wouldn't be getting paid otherwise. Of course not. After all, I'm impressed by your work. Of course you're impressed. This is nothing. I had once single-handedly broken into the most secure prison in the world. I went after Vanny, and etc. etc. Yes, your record does have a very long history. That's why I hired you for this mission. Of course. Yeah. Now, if you will excuse me, as he turns his gun around, firing at some guards that were trying to sneak up on him. Alright. And how was your associate inside the enemy ranks, by the way? He's doing just fine. But note, meet me here, and we'll discuss payment. The person sends him a location. Alright, I'll be there within a few hours. Now, how am I gonna get off this ship? As we go back to the sub where everyone has arrived. Holy Melody, as Jack says. It's good to see you back. Hey, Jack, it's been a while. King, Empowered Gaming, thank you for the rescue. Yeah, no problem. You're our friend, after all. We don't leave each other behind. Yeah, but y'all won't believe what I saw out there. What do you see? Someone destroyed all the barrel-class destroyers. As all of them are shocked. What? All 3 of them. They were up in flames. How are they all up in flames? I don't know. I didn't really get a look. As then they just hear an explosion. What was that? As As they detach immediately from the prison, as they use the scope, as then they see the prison's on fire. What? The prison's on fire? Anyway, we need to get moving. As they put in full gear to get out of there. Well, anyway, I better be expecting to get paid. I want a new chopper. Alright. You'll get paid and you'll have a new chopper. But we need to discuss about how we're going to end this war. This war is not going to end anytime soon. They were pretty adamant about finding your location, Green Kenobi. They tried to bribe me. They tried to do quite a few things. Funtime didn't really try anything. It was more like he was given information than willing to take. Huh. Interesting. Well, let's all head back. We can celebrate some drinks now that you're back on the team. And we can discuss war strategies. Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea. As we go to another place. Where Sanitized Past just walks in. Oh, I remember this place. The elders used to bring me here when I was a child. It's also where the higher-ups would meet. I never understand why they chose this place. As someone else is just happens to be leaning against something. Because it's unexpected. Oh, Captain Inkwell, I wasn't expecting you to be here. Why, of course not. You weren't the only one called. After all, someone's gonna get a stern talking to here in a little bit. Really? And who might that be? Funtime. You let Howling Melody get away, and 3 of our barrel-class destroyers were destroyed, and the prison ship was also destroyed. Ooh, the higher-ups are not gonna be too fond of that. No. Now, understandably, if we lost the prison ship, not a big deal. But with 3 destroyers also lost, that's swinging a little bit of the advantage in our enemy's favor. Yes, I understand that. But please understand, we have this covered. As I have got my forces pursuing as Green Kenobi as we speak. Your forces, you say? Of course. After all, isn't my goal to capture Green Kenobi? That's why I've been ordered. Yes, that's your orders. How are you finding him, by the way? It seems like you know where his location's at, several times. A person always has a few trump cards up their sleeves. As Funtime enters the building, with a bit of a damaged body. Oh, it seems like you're back. What happened to you? A prison riot. A lot of guards. And a lot of unintentional fighting. We had to eliminate everyone, and someone set the prison on fire. I was lucky enough to escape. In my opinion, you should have just stayed in the fire. You failed a very key mission. As someone speaks, we don't really see the person. That is enough. Funtime Epoxy was appointed to guard the ship. He is still useful, so don't doubt his methods, Captain Inkwell. Whatever you say, sir. Now listen up, you 3. Each one of you will have a chance to bring in Green Kenobi. The one that managed to bring Green Kenobi in will be rewarded heavily. Now I have some key information that y'all would like to know. Green Kenobi may be separating from the group soon. Each one of you will have an opportunity to strike. Don't disappoint. Yes, sir. And also, Funtime, with your current failure, you are the last one to attempt. Yes, sir. As Funtime walks out of the room. Not surprised about that. He failed on a key mission. Hey, don't blame him. After all, you're the one that took a destroyer away and several guards with it. I was moving on to another front. I need at least a few more troops. That could be understandable, but you have to listen. You could have at least left the other destroyer. You could have gotten a chopper. And you could have upgraded the security system, like you were supposed to, a week before he arrived. You have to listen, Sanitized Past. You're not the only one with a busy schedule. No, you're right, but this more sounds like you were trying to sabotage him. As Captain Inkwell glares at Sanitized Past, but that's just my opinion. As she walks out. Ah. I don't trust that Funtime Foxy. Captain Inkwell. Yes, sir. Note, while this is going on, I want to attack several facilities. Damage Green Kenobi's force drastically. Well, it's not your turn to attempt capture. Yes, sir, I'll do my best. As he also leaves. And we go to Fred, and also in another location. I don't know why they told me to meet. Why they tell me to meet the person here? As he sees a bag of money on the table. Why, I don't mind. But as before he grabs it, something appears on all the screens. Huh? Please stand by. What? As all of them then just vanish. What was that? As then someone appears. Hello, my name is Lobit. Lobit, you're the person that hired me, right? Yes. I hired you to deal the damage to the barrels, as this war needs to continue. Alright, so what's my next mission if you're planning to double my pay? Oh, why, simple. You'll be going to take care of an individual and stop him from causing any more damage to the Green Kenobi side. Why his side? Green Kenobi side is currently weakened. In a weakened state, and the barrels have a heavy advantage in this war. You'll be stopping Captain Inkwell at every move he makes on the forces he plans to attack. Okay. You're gonna have to pay me a lot of money for this. Is there anyone else involved? There may be another bounty hunter or two as well. But if you manage to stop every attack, you will also earn their pay. As he starts rubbing his helmet. That does sound like an intriguing offer. So you're saying if I am successful, I will not just be getting my pay, but I'll also get the bounty hunters you've also assigned to this job's pay as well. Precisely. You know what? Why not? This war just got a little bit more interesting. Now remember, you're on my side, not the barrels or Green Kenobis. Remember that. You keep paying, I work for you. That's how I roll. Very well then. As then Lobit just disappears. Where'd she go? Doesn't matter. As he picks up the cash. This war is going to be a lot more fun. As he throws it on his back and leaves. And that's where I end Part 3 of the Barrel War. I hope y'all have enjoyed. Okay, I really loved this part. I really loved this. I had spent hours upon hours setting this up. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this part. I'm probably going to do another story, what if maybe. Again, if you have any other scene ideas, and I see King in the chat, Good you can make it, King. And I see you noticed that your character was also in. Now, I was trying to do a little thing with grabbing all my friends, pulling them into a story. I had asked subscribers if they wanted to be, so like Sanitize Pass, Captain Inkwell, and everyone else. I had asked you. I could not get a hold of you, but I had a feeling you wanted to be in the story, so I also added you as well. Since you said in the past to me that you would like to be in one of my stories, so you made it into one, buddy. I admit, King is probably one of my better characters in this series. I kind of did him bad in the Vanny What If he kind of lost an arm. It was on the storyline of that. I do feel a little bit bad, but it went with the story. But you can have a robotic arm within that story, which I think I'm gonna name Shadows as the organization. Unless anyone has a better name to comment in the comment section. As we go on to the Poppy playtime later. Now, there is this what if that I had. It's what if Deku was Jestro. It was an idea from an old show, like 10 or more years old, I believe. It was off a character I liked when watching it long ago, so I just finally found the show and rewatched it, so I thought I would make a what if about it. What if Deku about it? What if Deku was Jestro, which I'll be bringing like things from the storyline and all that. And then Queen Chrysalis, I do plan to do another part of that. But for now, that one's going to be on hold, I believe. Due to some, I believe, editing reasons. But unfortunately, that What If series is going to have to be on hold for a moment. I will also be working on the Octoling Experiment story. A lot of you know that I have delayed and haven't managed to post it, which I really feel bad about. After I spent so long making it. But sometimes it happens. Sometimes stuff's delayed. There's nothing you can really do about it. I believe this was actually my first ever attempt at a story. And one other reason I delayed the Chrysalis one is because I don't have the enough scenes as I would like for it, because I want to add more scenes into it and all of that. I've really been working, setting this stuff up to where I've spent hours working on 3 projects, several stories. One being the Barrel Wars, one being Chrysalis, and one being Jestro, which are all 3 2 of them are what ifs, and a story. And I had been working on the Octoling Experiment story as well, so in fact, if I can find that one thing, I can actually probably do the next part right now. Now, one thing I'm going to ask you right now is to make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, as I'm on the road to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. And if we reach 500 subscribers, I'm probably going to ask you, there's probably going to be a poll of a story. Probably a few that's going to be 2 that I already have suggested. But right now, I think I'm going to focus on doing these stories and all that, as y'all seem to like them. Although the Barrel War doesn't get that many views, I know quite a few of you do like the Barrel War, so I do plan to continue it. And the Octoling Experiment story, I had honestly had to stop posting and doing stuff for this because I had been busy. But I plan to come back, and I plan to have an absolute blast doing it. And note, you want to make... I plan to do some things that may shock y'all in the future, as I would like... I'm just still trying to experiment with this new style of mine. So, if you find and like this style, make sure to subscribe. If you want to see more, make sure to hit the like button. Welcome back, King. One more thing I forgot to mention. These stories and all the support y'all have given me, I really have to thank y'all, as I never thought that I would get this much support in quite a few of these stories, which I never thought I would get that much support. Y'all blew me away at that. I never thought I was gonna reach this amount of subscribers this early. I honestly thought this was gonna take me months in advance, probably even a year. But y'all shocked me. And that's why I've been posting daily, because the support y'all have shown. Oh, I do have a few other stories I do have in mind. Y'all saw the Wasteland one I showed y'all earlier. That is a story I do plan to do after the Octoling Experiment one, believe it or not. I'd actually been preparing, I've been wanting to do it as well, but I really felt like I needed to get the Octoling Experiment story. And that one was actually, the Octoling Experiment story was a bit harder to do, believe it or not. For certain reasons, mostly, a lot of figuring out how to do some things, really. That was really all of it. Now, would you all like me to do part 3? Because I have it set up, I just needed a time to record it. So, would y'all prefer to see it on this live stream, or would y'all prefer to me doing it off camera and being released later this week? What, the Octoling Experiment story? The Octoling Experiment story, I loved it. I loved doing this one, and I took a break from doing it because the amount of thought I put into this story. In fact, you're not in this story, but Captain Inkwell, when it was just me and Captain Inkwell on a live stream, he had actually asked to be a character within the Octoling Experiment story, and I needed someone with a suitable name for a character. And his name actually happened to fit the description of the character. So, he's also in this one. Now, for several, some of my other fan-made stories, not all of them will have my subscribers or myself or other characters I've used in them. Like The Wasteland. No one from my subscribers, from me, myself, will be in that one. No one. That one is a purely fan-based, well, not fan-based, my story that will not have any characters of subscriber names or my name in it. Also, yes, he's a good character, and also a returning character that I don't think I ever gave a name within the series is coming. Now I just can't. Now I just have to remember what I should name the character. As it's a character that was let to live in the series. I think it was in part 1. I think it was in part 1, yeah. Now, there has been a lot of progress on this channel. Like, I do plan to reach the goal for this year. But would y'all like? I believe that is a yeah, as in probably for to do this on this live stream. But this may just be an announcement. I may do another one. I will be working on this though. But unfortunately, I think I have to end this live stream off here. I don't think I have time to do the Octoling experiment story right now. I will make it off screen though. I will work on it. I may end up recording it like soon after this. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll be working on the Octoling experiment story part 3, chapter 3, and I hope y'all like it, and I hope y'all enjoyed part 3 of the Barrel Wars, as I think I'm going to be working mostly on those 2 stories for the time being. The what ifs may be delayed. I apologize for that. But make sure to like and subscribe.